Most electric vehicles on the market today are selling you an illusion of safety. They show you a standard 5-star crash rating, a few controlled impacts against a flat wall, and call it a day. But the reality of modern EVs is terrifying. These are vehicles that easily weigh over 2.5 tons, carrying high-voltage chemical power plants under the floor, moving at incredible speeds. When things go wrong in the real world, it's not a neat, controlled laboratory impact. It is chaotic, sequential, and violent. That is exactly why XPeng decided to throw out the standard testing playbook for their new flagship SUV. They didn't just crash it once. They subjected it to a brutal, sequential 720-degree torture test. This involved a bottom scrape, water submersion, a 100 km/h frontal overlap, a devastating side impact, a rear angle strike, and finally, a massive roof crush, simulating a shipping container drop. And the most shocking part, the cabin survived intact. Welcome back to drive&rpm. Today, we are doing pure forensic engineering. We are going to break down the metallurgy, the structural physics, and the hidden technologies like steer-by-wire and Turing AI that make this XPeng architecture virtually indestructible. The test begins with the absolute worst-case scenario for any electric vehicle: bottom-out damage. In the EV world, the leading cause of catastrophic thermal runaway isn't a front-end collision. It's a sharp object penetrating the undercarriage and rupturing the battery cells. During the 720-degree test, XPeng dragged the underbelly of the vehicle over a heavy steel obstacle at 30 km/h, immediately followed by submerging the entire floor pan in water. How does the car not ignite or short-circuit? The secret lies in the XPeng super-electric system and the SEPA 3.0 architecture. XPeng isn't just bolting a battery pack to the bottom of a chassis like an afterthought. The battery housing is designed as a structural, load-bearing component of the vehicle itself. The lower shield is forged from ultra-high-strength steel with mechanical deflection grooves. When a sharp object strikes the bottom, the kinetic energy is absorbed and deflected by the armor's geometry, never reaching the internal cell modules. This structural battery design increases the overall torsional rigidity of the chassis by a massive margin, creating a rigid floor that acts as the foundation for the entire survival cage. After the undercarriage attack, the test moves to a 100 km/h frontal overlap collision. In traditional automotive engineering, a high-speed overlap crash is lethal because the force bypasses the main crumple zones, pushing the wheel, the suspension, and the dashboard directly into the driver's chest. To survive this, XPeng had to completely rethink the metallurgy of the A-pillar and the roof rails. They didn't just use standard high-strength steel. They utilized hot-formed, ultra-high-strength steel, rated at a staggering 2,000 megapascals. To put that number into perspective, the steel used in heavy-duty pickup trucks usually tops out around 1,000 to 1,200 megapascals. 2,000 megapascals is the tensile strength required for the pressure hulls of nuclear submarines. When the massive frontal impact occurs, the A-pillar does not snap or bend backward into the cabin. Instead, the incredible density of the steel forces the kinetic energy to travel around the survival cage, dissipating the force through the roof and the floor pan. This allows the structural integrity of the cabin to remain perfect, meaning the doors can still be opened easily after a catastrophic hit, which is crucial for emergency escapes. Following the frontal impact, the already damaged vehicle is slammed from the side at 100 km/h. Side impacts are notoriously difficult to engineer for, because there is practically no crumple zone between the striking object and the passengers, only the door and the B-pillar. XPeng's massive B-pillar takes the brunt of this force, utilizing a multi-layered steel composite to prevent intrusion. But the mechanical strength is only half the story. The true genius here is the active survival software. The exact millisecond the chassis sensors detect a severe lateral impact, the vehicle's brain triggers an automatic emergency protocol that instantly lowers all the windows. This might sound like a simple feature, but in a severe crash, the chassis can twist just enough to jam the doors shut, and standard tempered glass can become impossible to break from the inside. By automatically dropping the windows, the car immediately creates an unblockable escape route for the passengers and an easy access point for first responders to extract the occupants. It is the perfect marriage of heavy mechanical engineering and smart software logic. The fourth phase of the test involves a 100 km/h rear impact, coming in at a 45-degree angle. If you look at the design of most large, three-row SUVs, the third row sits dangerously close to the rear tailgate. In a severe rear-end collision, the back of the car often becomes the primary crumple zone, making the third row the most dangerous place to sit. To counter this fatal design flaw, XPeng engineered a highly complex D-pillar and a reinforced rear subframe. Instead of allowing the trunk area to accordion directly into the passenger space, the rear architecture is designed to buckle downward. The kinetic energy is redirected underneath the third row seating and away from the rear battery modules. The impact force is essentially guided along specific load paths into the strongest parts of the lower chassis. This means that even after being completely rear-ended at highway speeds, the survival space for the third-row passengers remains uncompromised. Finally, we arrive at the most visually shocking part of the 720-degree test: the roof crush. To simulate a severe rollover accident or a heavy truck completely crushing the vehicle, a massive weight, equivalent to a shipping container, is dropped directly onto the roof. Physics dictates that the roof should pancake, crushing the spine of anyone inside. So why doesn't it? The answer lies in architectural physics. The roof cross beams are forged from 500 megapascal thermoformed steel and are designed in a specific arc geometry. Think of how ancient Roman bridges can hold thousands of tons of stone without collapsing. It's because the arch distributes the weight outward. When the massive load hits the roof of the XPeng, the force cannot travel straight down. The geometry of the roof rails forces the energy to travel outward, down through the 2000 megapascal A and B pillars, and finally anchoring into the massive die-cast floor pan. The base of the vehicle is so rigid that it forces the falling object to absorb its own kinetic energy, protecting the cabin entirely. Now, let's step away from the steel cage for a moment, because one of the most critical safety features of this vehicle is something it doesn't have. Traditional cars have a mechanical steering column, a solid metal shaft, connecting the steering wheel in your hands directly to the front axle. In a horrific front-end collision, if the crumple zones fail, that steering column acts like a spear, thrusting the steering wheel directly into the driver's chest with lethal force. XPeng has eliminated this mechanical risk entirely by implementing a true steer-by-wire system. There is no physical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels on the ground. It is entirely controlled by redundant electronic signals and actuators. By removing the solid metal steering column, XPeng removed the spear. The entire space behind the dashboard can now be used as a pure, unobstructed crumple zone, allowing the airbags and seat belts to do their jobs without the risk of heavy mechanical components invading the driver's personal space. It is a massive leap forward in passive safety that legacy automakers are still too afraid to adopt. Surviving a catastrophic 720-degree crash is a masterpiece of mechanical engineering, but the ultimate safety feature is never getting into the crash in the first place. This is where the vehicle's electronic brain takes over. This SUV isn't just a tank. It is a rolling data center powered by the SEPA 3.0 architecture, featuring redundant AI chips pushing an astonishing 3,000 tops, trillions of operations per second. Combined with dual front-facing LiDAR sensors, high-definition cameras, and millimeter-wave radars, the car creates an invisible, three-dimensional safety shield around itself. Because it uses steer-by-wire, the AI doesn't just warn you of danger. It can physically intervene faster than human reflexes. If a truck suddenly swerves into your lane, the system calculates the exact trajectory, processes the millions of data points, and can execute a high-speed evasive maneuver in milliseconds, without the driver ever touching the wheel. It bridges the gap between active avoidance and passive survival, ensuring that if the 3,000 tops AI can't avoid the accident, the 2,000 megapascal steel will let you walk away from it. What we are witnessing here is a fundamental shift in automotive engineering. For decades, Western automakers have set the benchmark for vehicle safety. But the 720-degree sequential crash test proves that the rules of the game have changed. By combining structural batteries, submarine-grade 2,000 megapascal steel, steer-by-wire technology, and supercomputer-level AI avoidance, Chinese engineering is establishing a terrifyingly high new standard. They are no longer just building efficient electric vehicles, they are building uncrushable survival cells. The legacy automakers are going to have to rethink their entire manufacturing process if they want to compete with this level of forensic engineering. If you want to understand the real mechanical truth behind the EV revolution, and not just read the marketing brochures, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to drive&rpm. Let me know down in the comments. Do you trust steer-by-wire technology to save your life? Or do you still prefer a mechanical connection? I will see you all in the next video.